Back to the Fod Man. Getting over it with Bennett Foddy. I gotta remember how to play this game. Although, it turns out, pretty easy to get back to it. Might try to... Oh my lord. You can climb very quickly with this this mouse setting, huh? Actually, whoa my lord. Maybe this is what I need in my life. Although, I am messing up. But with the trackpad settings, you can frickin' just fling yourself really far and very quickly. No audio? All right, you know what? I can handle that. Thank you very much. I wasn't muted, but I did mute the game because it was super loud and I forgot to unmute it. Thank you. Chicken Zane has spent the entire evening getting drunk in preparation for laughing his ass off at this game. I hope you're ready for it. Because last time on Bennett Foddy, we got to the top of the mountain and fell off. So let's do it again. Although I still hate this section, we will handle it though. We're professionals, we will handle it. You know what, honestly, I think here, I need a little bit more precision. We will change the mouse settings, make it a little bit easier. Which hopefully, I mean, we have a better, easier time of getting up this stupid, stinking little spot. Oh, you got this, you got this. Just move your hammer. Thank you. Ooh, you freaking landed it too. Thank you, Mr. Popman. Good, get up. Thank you. And let's fling ourselves up here. Excellent. Look at the bending of that shaft. It's very bendy. Bend it with Popman. Bend it with Bennett. There we go. Oh, I almost had that one. Ooh. I'm trying to practice, by the way, my like pulling myself up. I'm getting a lot of like extra speed out of this, I will fully admit. But in this situation, I think that's not what you want. I think you just want the simple circles and not the pulling. Bend it, Foddy. There you go. What? That did not grab? Oh. It's storming where Abe is and the stream cuts out. Did the storm... Abe will be ending the stream early. He the Beast, that's about correct. If the power goes out or if my internet dies, I can't really keep streaming, so if it goes out one more time, I'll just assume that it'll keep going out. Because it's a little nasty outside. Hopefully it doesn't go out, though. Hopefully it's all fine forever and ever. No. Pull yourself up. Land. Thank you. Excellent. I'm also wondering if maybe I should practice this section, like the insane pull we can get. Like, what if we turn back mouse trackpad and we say to ourselves, okay, how do we fling ourselves up as high as we can? And that's one way of doing it. You can just pogo, I guess. I think probably that is better. Hard to get the right angle on that, though. But we almost had it. Okay. Nah, you know what? We're just gonna... Ooh, ooh. We're just gonna head off this way. Because this is not that bad to deal with. As long as you get onto this beach ball, you are basically set to go. Excellent. Oh, God! I wonder if this would be easier or harder with a stylus / tablet. I don't know. Oops. Just gotta climb this. Okay, well, you know. We could try the hop climb. I don't know how to get that done. I think I'd probably have to, I think I'd probably have to, I think I'm gonna turn this back off. I would have to, do a swing around the area under the plant, but that's a little tricky. I'm just gonna do this the classic way. Which is relatively straightforward. Showed this to my friend's 8-year-old, said that game has a lot of cursing in it. I agree on that. Ooh, your stepmom is hot. Thank you for the fake caca. I tell you what, that's very easy to fix. You do a little alt tab, you do a little click, you do a little click. You wait for the web page to reload because it reloads every time you do anything. There you go. Thank you for the caca. What scares me now is that the storm might hurt Chris's little house outside. Is it okay? I mean, we've had trees fall in the house before, and it's usually been okay. I had a tree fall on my room before, but the room lived. I lived. I now know the sound of trees falling outside, so whenever I hear that, I do my best to get away. Yeah, let's just go this way again. That actually might be better with the mouse trackpad, because I feel like it's easier to throw myself with that control style. You have a little bit less control in general, but if I can throw myself up that staircase, that might be for the best. This area is one of the big hurdles, though. Oh, that's not the right way. Getting up that staircase takes a lot of effort. A surprising amount of effort. Ooh. Excuse me, Mr. Foddy, man climbing up this mountain. Always do that. I'm bad at moving the mouse straight in one direction that I want. Okay. You know what? That worked pretty well. Just kind of throw myself up here and knock myself away from the wall. Now, security camera. This part definitely sucks a little bit. Just gotta throw yourself up. Grab it. I might be able to just like throw myself up, but I still like stopping on that security camera. Hit the child with the hammer. The kid on the slide? Oh, he does not. His life is already in question due to what's at the top of the slide. If you have not seen what's at the top of that slide, oh, believe me, you don't want to know. A nightmare's at the top of that slide. Bot, come back. Okay, you know what? Good point. Should come back on in a second.
Whoop. Oh.
There we go.
Oh.
Don't complain about that. It's fine. All right. I hear the bells. The bells, they toll for no one but thee, and these bells toll for Bennett Foddy. Excuse me. No. I'm too close to the chair. There we go. Was it scary? Although, now I'm on this. Excuse me. I don't know what to do. For some reason, my brain had a little bit of a fart, and I'm like, how do I climb back up again? I know you can probably get back up from there, but I just fell. That roof is a little slidey. Oh God! Didn't mean to hit the roof. That's fine. Again, this is the, I hate that I fell on that sort of like easy little jump right before the orange, but that freaking, that's a little tricky section. That chair is like perfectly positioned to just get in your way all the time. It always gets in my way. I hate that chair. Abe cannot perform the simple task of using the stairs. I did use the stairs here. Problem wasn't the stairs, it was the chair. I can't go over chairs. Oh God. That's high. All right. I wonder if we could like... Excuse me. Like go all the way over these boxes, but I don't think we need to. Excuse me. Thank you. We can do this one slowly. Had to do it a little faster. Okay. Wipe the sweat off of our hand. Let's do this. Excellent. That's fine. Get back on the stinking chair. That's goddamn right. Yo, that was pretty good. That's a pretty good performance, I think. By the way, Kaka Stair Pro! You're damn fucking right. Now, this stupid chair up here always gets me. Not this chair. This chair, for some reason, always gets me, and I hate it. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna stop on the side of the chair. Take my last bits, please. I will, stepmom, I will. Thank you. Let's land right here. Okay, this is apparently extremely slidey. So what if we just land right here next to the chair? That'll work. Actually, except it doesn't because I'm too close. Land here. There we go. Look at that. And then... Excellent. Creative J, you have a good night. Sleep tight.
Oh.
How dare you waste that orange? Other kids could have eaten it. I sent it down to the kid on the slide. He'll eat it. He'll eat anything. Ugh, I hate this part. I have a feeling a lot of people hate this part, though. It is the orange. Heavy breathing intensifies. Careful, careful. It's a named part, so people hate it. Dude, I want the anvil in again. We'll do the anvil 10 times out of 10. As opposed to this. Not getting the height I need. Kinda don't want to change the mouse settings though, because I'm already here. We could. I do worry about accidentally yeeting myself off the mountain though. Okay. You just gotta do this, right? You just gotta yeet yourself up. Ooh, careful. Except I'm not nearly getting high enough. I did this the first time through, by the way. I'd like to point that out. The first time ever I got to this area of the level, I did it first try.
Whoop.
There we fucking go. Now this doesn't seem too bad. I remember this being relatively straightforward. Because you got a little helping hand. Right here. I got stuck on the wall. Yeah. Come on.
Whoop.
The hammer likes getting stuck right here is the problem. You gotta like unwedge the hammer from the thumb. Like look at the thing bend. Look at it. Look at it! So you gotta like yeet myself up a little bit. This is scary. So I think we're gonna do like this then. What? I didn't mean to stick the landing. I'll take it. I forgot about that. Ah, the bats in the belfry. And the silver spoon. Little pot black and the man on the moon.
What?
That was a bad angle at that. Try it again. Careful, careful, Pop Man. Thank you, GT Quirk. Da, 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 da. Now, question. Can we get the hat on to the anvil? Because that might help this section out a little bit if we can somehow do that. Whoop, 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 whoop. Come on, lift me up. Buttercup, baby, just to fall. Let me fall back down. And knock me around, because I'm climbing the stupid mountain with a hammer. Please. Hit the wrong button. Let's do a little bit of this yeeting.
What?
Man, whenever I change the control scheme, it takes me a minute to get used to it. Oh, I almost had it. If I was a little slower on that, I think we would have been good. Oh. If I can get it over a certain point on that rock, then I can go slow. Because the hammer won't slide. But getting to that point does suck. Yeah, we're almost to the bucket, and it's really hard to fall off the mountain at this point, so we're probably going to get to the bucket. Let me turn this back off. I need a little bit more control, I think. It's very nice for the ground yeet, but then when I get the hammer up there, I need to be able to control the hammer. That's really what I want to do. I want to just, like, whip myself up as high and far as I can. It's hard to do, though. What about from here? Straight up. No, Ajax, thank you for the cheer. I almost had it. One more time. From here, I think we can get it. We get that extra height that we need. Not from here. From here. At least Jorker isn't here adding oof and grunt as quotes. Oh, come on. Oh, oh, hey, oh, oh. No, bad ankle. Da, 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 da. Okay, there we go. I think I will move back to this, actually. Because from this angle, I do want to get as high as possible, as quickly as possible, which this helps with.
Whoop.
I guess once I get up there, I should probably just pull myself. That does seem to be the best option. Because I'm trying to just land on the hammer, and the hammer is slipping. Hammer keeps me slipping, slipping, slipping off of this mountain. Please.
Whoop. 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 Oh. Ooh.
No, the hat! You stupid hat! It's meant to do that, isn't it? It's meant to be a piece of shit that knocks you off the mountain. You goddamn dirty hat. I had it! I had it? Oh.
Whoop. Ah. Whoop.
At least it's not the present. Okay. Okay. Crack the neck.
Whoop.
Victory hammer! Alright, now.
Whoop.
Oh, almost had that one. Almost had that one. He's cleared his throat, now it's serious. Crack the knuckles, now it's serious.
Whoop.
Whoops. I bet you could get it from down here, if you knew what you were doing.
Whoop.
Whoop! Don't fling yourself off the mountain, please. Excuse me.
Whoop. Whoop.
Okay, you know what? We need some precision movements here.
Oh.
Some precision swings. Excellent. And then when we get up here, we switch it back. I wish it would keep the like sensitivity settings, so I could like freely switch between the two, because it does feel like it's easier to fling yourself on this setting. But then here, I want a little bit more control, so it's like, okay, now I gotta go back. I mean, maybe I don't have to go back, but I want to go back. See if we can get a little bit closer, shall we? Oh, yeah, it's better. Oh, much better.
Whoop.
I think this is the one that slides.
Whoop.
Da, 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 da. Back to snowman. Certainly hope we do not fall off of the snowman. We'll slide down the hill. Not too far, just a little bit. And then force push. One more jump and we hit the bucket. I swear, Abe, if you get this stuck in my head too. Something into the future? Closer and closer to the snake.
What? Ah.
Okay. Now we have the great thing of having to wait for this bucket every single time we get here. Pet the snake. If the bucket goes flying again, we'll do it. How much to bribe you to ride the snake? I accidentally rode the snake yesterday. I'm not going to ride him again. $100 will probably do it. You know, I would be highly incentivized for $100 to ride the snake. You could keep me. If you keep me playing this game forever, if every time I make it to the top of this mountain I get $100, I will ride the snake every single time. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. That would be a great way to make a living. What do you do for a living? I keep climbing Bennett Foddy, but my Twitch chat doesn't let me actually get to the top. Every time I get there, I get $100. Oh, how long is the mountain climb? About 5 minutes. Really? That's great profit. Absolutely. Profits! Whenever I say profit, I always feel like I sound like a Ferengi.
What? What?
Cluck. 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 Oh, you bounced, you dick. Okay, that time we knocked the bucket a long way over. Pet there. Oh, pet. If you get $100 every 5 minutes, it would be 1.2K an hour to ride the snake constantly. I'd ride the snake for that much.
What? Oh. What? Ah!
Woo! Swung myself way too much. This is a tricky bucket. Another part that I did like first try with the bucket, and ever since then. Not again, phew. If you fall there, more often than not, you just have to redo the anvil section. Because the cathedral is right underneath this rock, and every time I've fallen to the right, I've fallen on the cathedral, so it's been fine.
Oh.
I actually like this, because I can reposition the hammer, and then get our swing on.
What?
And this part, which I don't quite understand yet. I don't think it's slow and steady. I think you gotta, like, fling yourself. However, if the physics allow it, I know I can do it fast. I almost got to the top doing it fast, but I want to try it slow. It might not be ideal. I might slide every once in a while, but I still want to give it a shot, okay? Invisible indents? I don't know. I feel like it just has a weird slidiness factor to it. Invisible indents would make it a little bit harder to figure out, though, which would explain a few things. Because, like, I worry about trying to do it fast and then just eating myself off into the distance. But, I mean, it kind of is working. I'm getting, you know, up a little bit, but then I bounce. I gotta land, like, ever so gently. And then just remove the hammer, I feel. I don't know. Right now I'm just trying to practice landing with the pot. I actually think maybe trackpad tuning might be better. Because trackpad tuning doesn't snap the hammer back, so I can actually move it at an extremely slow rate. How is this man not dead from hypothermia? Maybe it's just snowing and not that cold. Another reason to do it slow, I think, is that I don't think I can fall off doing it slow, and so if I do it slow, even if it takes a while, it should get the job done. Then again, that shit is kind of tough. You still just slide. I need to move the hammer to the left more when I'm getting up here. See you later, World Ender. Again, I'm just worried about yeeting myself off the mountain if I try to do it quickly. How do I get the damn pot to land? Yeah, his name is Diogenes. Bennett Foddy actually says it at one point. What about retracting the hammer instead of rotating it? Maybe that'll let me land a little more easily. Something like this. Nope. Still doing like a rotation. It's not a rotation. Don't. That's what I'm worried about. I'm worried about hitting the mountain, and as a result of hitting the mountain, yeeting myself off into the distance. I'm very scared. It's a hard motion to get with the mouse. You've got to pull it back towards him, swing it around in a circle, grab the mountain, but not too hard. Not too hard. God, I hate this section. I also keep trying to land the hammer there. I think I just need to keep doing this. Maybe not.
Have you thought about who you are in this?
You already talked about this.
Diogenes. Are you his hand? Are you the top of his hand?
Or are you his will?
I think not. Where your hand moves, the hammer may not follow. Nor the man. Nor the man's hand. And this here is will, his intent, the embodied resolve in his uphill ascent.
Will, but not reason. This guy has no reason to be climbing this stupid mountain. I hate getting that. I hate getting the mouse motion for pulling him forward. You gotta get it just perfect. I wish there was more smooth jazz. Yeah, I wish it would just like maybe play constantly or have an option to play constantly. I don't understand how sometimes I can get him to pull and sometimes I can't. What if we try this setting? Ah! Anonymous, thank you for the gift sub to Shirkin Zane. Yeah, Celeste too. Where's my bad pot Dionysus? Come on. How do you get the damn pulling to work? Oh, I fucking hate it. It just feels so inconsistent. Let's go back. Okay, easy there, man. You wanna know what it is? It's the fact that the cursor. Thank you for the anonymous gift sub to Connie Kaka. It's the fact that the cursor is invisible when it goes inside the mountain. So I think I'm sweeping it too much, because it does take a minute to follow the hammer. I think what's happening is the circle is lower than the hammerhead when it's in the mountainside, and as a result, when I'm moving the mouse, I'm actually moving the circle like way far underneath the pot. Like when the hammer is connected to the mountain, the circle's here, and when I'm trying to move down, it's just going here under the pot, so I'm flinging myself up in the air. That might be what's going on here. But also, this is like one of the sections where I just don't understand.
What? What? What?
Okay, that was weird.
What?
Thank you, Black Falcon, for the gift sub to Cyber Galco 64. What the hell? I highly doubt I'll be able to grab. I can grab this. This does look scary. I don't think I can land on this. Holy hell, I can land on this. I guess you have to be able to, huh? DJ Sultan.
What? What?
It's okay. It's okay. Alright, that's fine. We gotta get better at the pull anyways. The pull is just really fucking hard. I still just don't understand the pull. Sometimes he doesn't pull, sometimes he just wants to you know, sometimes he doesn't want the hammer to go directly through him, sometimes he just wants to have the hammer kind of swing in an arc. I just I can't figure out what's doing that, because I'm trying to do just a simple motion directly through him, but it doesn't work.
Oh.
That's not gonna work. That's also not gonna work. Ugh.
Whoop.
I gotta do the bucket again, too.